Hi, everybody, and welcome to this edition of LLG's Random But Real. I am convinced something is definitely happening with my internet because it's showing me different times. Um, Not exactly sure what that's about, but we're going to see how this works, and hopefully it will work okay. And I'm Lisa, one singing Lady Gilliam, and of course,
Hey people, it's me, Erica Wingate.
All right, and Chef is going to join us. He was running a little bit behind, as I am running behind as well. So one day we are going to work out the kinks. I promise you, we never had so many issues with. Erica is my witness. We did this for a whole, almost 2 seasons, and it was no problems. And now all of a sudden, it's a problem every week. So I don't know. Maybe that's because it's good. Things are going well. I'm not sure, but just bear with me 1 second. Erica, tell us about any interesting story you could come up with dealing with relationships this week.
This week, interesting story with
Yes.
relationships. Hmm. So, ironically, I was talking with a coworker who, sees us post about the podcast and is very interested in and wanted to know about it. And I learned from this coworker that I just did not know this, right? There is a like official common law document, right? Like if you're going to be common law marriage, you have to have a document. And I was so confused. I was like, well, what's the
We
difference
think
between a
that.
common law document and a marriage document,
Right.
right? And so we looked it up. And if I recall correctly, my coworker shared that like the marriage document is done by, a person licensed to marry people, whereas the common law document, you kind of just get that maybe from the courthouse or whatever. But they're both documents that, like, I have a marriage license, right? And a person who wants to prove that they are in a common law relationship
Hmm.
has a common law document. And I was just like, in my head, I was just like, what's the difference, right? But then we started talking about the fact that if in a common law relationship you wanted to go your separate ways, you kind of really just go your separate ways. As opposed to a marriage, like then we have to go, we have to be separated for such amount of time, and it's costly to get the divorce. And so I don't know, y'all. It's we gonna have to discuss this. We're gonna have to look into this, do our own research, and talk about this. Like, is it worth getting married and getting a whole marriage license if it doesn't work out to then get divorced, or to be just common law married to someone and just walk away if it doesn't work out?
Yeah, that's
So that was
weird.
my interesting relationship conversation for this week. And I really appreciated us having that conversation because I wanted to be knowledgeable. I just did not know that existed, this document.
Is that new?
I I'm not sure. Probably though. I mean, if you think about it, because I even when like you're at work and getting your benefits, you can put your partner. I know this now, that you can put your partner right on your benefits. It doesn't have to be your legally
Hmm.
bound spouse on your benefits. So it probably is newer than not.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I thought so.
Wow. So you don't get divorced if you're common law, but you have to get the paper decreed?
You do get the paper to create it, like you get the
No, if you
document that.
if you separate,
Oh,
if you end
I
it.
don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't recall that part of our conversation stating that there was a document needed, um, but that it was just a document needed to get into it, not necessarily out of it.
Hmm. Well, that is definitely interesting. Um, we'll see
I
what
thought,
people have to say about that. You know, maybe they know, or maybe other people have heard about it. I am still connected to our YouTube page just to see. Um, that's yeah, never, ever heard of that. So
yeah, I didn't either. So I really, like I said, I enjoyed knowing that it existed because now I'm just knowledgeable about that.
absolutely. Hi, Skytown. And I think that says, no, sorry, Sky Brown, I believe that is. And also Sheila. Thank you all for joining us again. Again, my apologies. I promise you, one day we're going to get this together. And so I joined on two different devices just in case my main one, which is this one, actually decides it wants to do whatever it wants to do. And so I have this one, but one day it'll work out. But I'm glad that you all are joining us and paying attention. And I'm sure, I don't know, have you all heard of that common law? I don't even know what you would call it. Uh,
I think common law relationship, common law
no,
marriage.
but I mean the actual document. I'm asking if they've heard of the
Oh,
document. I know common law, I get that, but
mm-hmm.
um, have you all heard
Document
of
just.
that? So no one's saying something right now. But maybe if you all have heard of the common law document as opposed to the marriage document, please let us know. So, okay, Sheila says, I have not, right? It seems a little, it's interesting to me because, yes, then what's the point? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. That is something completely different. So there were, I guess, a lot of different things that I thought about this week dealing with relationships. I ran
Hmm.
into a couple of people. So one thing about me is that I always want my closure. Always. I'm going to do whatever I can. I know some people say, "Oh, be okay, be good with not getting closure." No, Lisa Gilliam is not. Not ever. I want to know whatever it is that I want to know, and until I find out, then that's just how it is. So I wanted to know basically why someone that I used to date decided to change their mind. And I have not been able to catch you up with this, Erica. But I did
Hmm.
have a conversation with somebody. This is from actually it's been 3 years, y'all. And basically they did tell me the truth. They let me know exactly, what how they felt or what was going on. And I appreciated that. I told them not to do that to nobody else in their life. I think that
Hmm.
that wasn't okay. Um, and I'm hoping. So I don't know why it's doing all that, y'all. Just ignore the apparatus. Because I haven't plugged in just in case as well. So that was interesting. So I'm just wondering, have you all ever tried to get closure from somebody? Like, and it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be a friendship or um, family, familial relationship. Then it ended.
So I did have a best friend in high school. And
Excuse
when
me.
I went to college,
Thank
bless
you.
you, God bless
Thank
you.
you.
When I went to college and met new people, my best friend from high school did not like that. Um, she was probably the more dominant person in our friendship.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, she just didn't like that I had met new people, and so ultimately it ended our friendship. But we found ourselves living in the same area post college and kind of reconnected. And me, and I think I shared this when we were working together last season, Lisa, like my concept on friendships. If we've ever been best friends, in my heart and mind, we're still best friends, even if life kind of took us down a different path
Okay.
and we don't even talk anymore. Like, you're still my best friend, right? We're just best friends that don't talk to each other and see each other. But if we were best friends then, we were best friends for a reason. And so in my heart and mind, we're still best friends. So I was like happy to kind of rekindle us and try to kind of pick us up. Of course, we have to maybe make new boundaries and things of that
Mhm.
nature. But in this world of Facebook, right? The whole friend thing on Facebook, she had unfriended me twice. Twice she had unfriended me on Facebook. And so the first time I questioned it and I was like, what's up with that?
Right.
And she explained, I don't really recall it at this moment or whatever. And we, did it again. And then she unfriended me a second time on Facebook. So, yes, for years, I kind of wanted closure as to what really was up with that. But when I looked at my life and where I was at that time and the best friends that I actually created in college and have carried into my adulthood. And when I looked at our friendship and our relationship and just how these women really love on me and I love on them and we uplift each other, I realized I didn't need the closure from the other person because our friendship was what it was. I will not take it back. We were best friends. That was my girl in high school. But in adulthood, I guess that relationship just couldn't survive, and that's okay. I realized that I didn't need an answer as to why it couldn't.
Wow.
And if she ever comes back into my life tomorrow, I will embrace her. Partly because of who she was to me back then and who I was to
Mm-hmm.
her, and partly just because as a grown adult woman, I'm okay with me. And I know it wasn't me. And I know it wasn't anything that
Did.
well, I mean, it may have been something I did from her perspective, but not something that I did maliciously, right? So I would be okay with, kind of relearning each other and picking back up if need be. But yeah, closure, I'm not suggesting that we don't need it. I'm just saying in this situation, I decided I didn't need it because God has really blessed me with some beautiful friendships, and why would I mourn that one when I've got so many others to replace it?
That makes sense. Sexy Brown said you were her friend, but she wasn't yours.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not your friend, sexy bro. I thought you was talking about me and her. Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense.
No. Um,
That makes sense.
so
Get it.
yeah, I do think though, I don't know if it's different for a friendship than it is for a relationship. You know, another type of relationship, but I do think that I don't know. I felt better hearing the truth because for a long time I knew I didn't do anything, and I was just like, and I knew that the person was feeling me, so I couldn't understand why they
Hmm.
operated in the way that they did. It just didn't make sense to me. So,
Yeah.
but I see you waving. That means Chef joined us.
Waving at chef,
Cool.
yes.
Hey, how y'all
Hey.
doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Can y'all hear
we
me?
can hear you. You are live, and my computer is acting up again. So I'm on two different things. I was like, we're gonna have to
Oh,
find. See, one thing about me when I say this is random but real, I mean it's random but real. And so we are. I'm recording on one voice, but then and that's probably why I don't know. So you don't show up. You show up on the my other screen, but for whatever reason on YouTube it just shows right now Erica and I. I don't know. Can you see Chef on the YouTube link?
I do. Oh,
Okay, so
me on
it's
YouTube. I
it's
don't have
definitely a
YouTube.
delay on the. Oh, it went in. There you are. Okay, awesome.
can you
I
can you se-
I can see
you
you.
can see me
I
now?
can see you now.
Can you hear me?
I already said I could hear you, sir.
I hear you a little bit, but
I
Lisa said
no,
she
I
hears
can
me a little
hear. It's not that. It was something else. So it's not the hearing.
bit. Oh,
It's a connection problem. But it's definitely something going on in the house. As I said, I'm not gonna put that on. But nonetheless, um, I felt better hearing what I already thought. One of the things that I learned as a counselor is reading nonverbals. And so you don't have to tell me anything. I could probably read you a mile away. Like I'm really good at what I do or what I did. But hearing it from the person's mouth actually makes me just feel better. Someone said, oh, Sheila said, I need closure, but if I don't get it, then I'll move on to dealing with not having it. Relationship is different, but if not, oh well. I agree with that too, because I didn't stick around. You know, it took me through 3 years to decide to ask the person, but I always knew that I was, because that's just how I am. Like, tell me. I'm always about making other people accountable for whatever you did or didn't do. I'm not going to just sit
hmm.
around and you think you did something to me and I know it. You know, you could try to play in my face, but you're going to know that that's whatever my feelings are. How do you feel about that, Chef? Do you go back anybody has done anything to you, whatever, are you the type that needs closure as a man, or are you the type that you just go on about your business?
No, I don't need closure. I don't need closure.
All right, do you provide closure for a female, or do you just go ahead and ghost them if you done?
Depending on who she is.
Oh,
Depends on who she is.
okay. So if she means something to you, like what's the standard? Tell us, ladies, what the standard is of the situation of when a guy decides that they're gonna actually provide the closure or they not.
I mean, every guy is different. I mean, I just feel if it was something serious, if we were locked in and we had a serious relationship and we were dating for a while, like years and years, working towards marriage, then yeah, I give her closure. I was, locked in. But if it was just, an in and out situation, you don't need no closure. You all
That brings up something completely different because, well, again, you're younger than me. I don't want to be in a relationship for years and years working towards marriage. Like we should know a lot longer or sooner than years and years for you to keep me in that, so there is not any closure.
right.
I said, "Wow."
Wow. 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 Okay. I mean, however you run your relationship, I don't know how you run your relationship. It's different over here.
It's right, but this is not always about, like I said, my personal things, but just in general. You were just speaking generalities, whatever. Even if I say I or you, I'm not saying that that's how it has to be. But I never want anybody to ghost me, even my friends. I believe in if you don't want to speak to me, then the least you can do, especially if you told me one thing, like I don't go into my friendships like frivolously. Any type of friendship, whether it's a male or like just a regular friend. If I put you in that and you're in my circle, then I feel like the bare minimum you can do is let me know what's up whenever you change your mind. Don't have me guessing. Yes, your actions do show it. I'm aware of them, but no, own up and just speak up.
So, so, so you don't like leave when the energy is wrong, like when it's off.
Yeah, I could
When the
leave, but
energy's
I'm gonna
off.
still make you accountable.
Oh, so you just gotta say something.
I don't got to, I choose to. I choose
You
to.
choose to. Okay, I
Absolutely.
understand.
Because I think that now, because we have the internet, we have all these social media platforms and things like that. Um, Sexy Brown says it moves on, she may never get closed. You're right, you may never do. I always do though. Like it's not in 52 years. If it was something that was important to me, now I should specify that because there are some people that I don't care if you ever talk to me again. But if I care, and I don't have to be in a relationship with you for a long period of time because I'm just an empath. I love people.
Mm.
So if I care about you, then yeah, I want to know what it was that changed your mind because it also helps me to be better. I'm always trying to improve myself. So if I did something to offend you or hurt you, I don't want to do that to somebody else. So if you don't tell me, but what I've seen is most people will run away from the conflict and not try to deal with it. You quiet?
Yeah.
What?
Amen. Amen. I heard that. I just feel like that's too much energy for me.
Mm.
Like to ask you what I do wrong. If you're not the type of person to kind of teach that while you in the relationship, doing like, hey, we're not gonna do that over here. Like you got to address stuff on the spot. But if you just sitting around waiting for the argument or waiting for something, and then y'all break up and say, let me go back and just try to figure out what I did wrong.
Oh yeah.
I just feel like
Mm-mm. That's not what I mean. So
I feel like
we started out not just significant other relationships, any relationship. So the way that I am with my man is the same way I am with my female friends. The same way I am as my family. Like Lisa is the same. If I love you, I love you. If I don't, I don't. So
okay.
it doesn't matter to me what if I pour into you. That's why I was like, I don't make frivolous friends or friendships. If I care enough about you to let you into my space, I feel like the bare minimum you can do is let me know. Don't just assume because that's what I find a lot of people do. Oh, well, Lisa did this. I didn't speak to one friend off of a misunderstanding for a long period of time. Families, I can't tell you how many counseling sessions I was in where I had to mediate because families were thinking it was one thing and it wasn't that at all. So I'm the same way across the board.
You hold grudges
Mm-mm,
at all? You don't hold no
no
grudges?
need to. I'm probably the most forgiving person. Like I've told you some of the stuff that's happened to me, And I've run into those people that have hurt me that way. And I'm still like, sometimes I've even spoken to them. So no, but I also know how not to speak. But I don't have to hold a grudge. Nah, that's all Jesus though. I can't take no credit for that one.
Hallelujah.
Mm.
That's hilarious. I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me out there, because it looks like it's a delay on the connection part. It's still recording, but we're a little bit faster than what the actual video is showing. So, someone that's watching, if you could tell us, what we just talked about, and you could just share your thought too if you like. So, Chef, it's on you. Erica and I shared. She opened up. That would be interesting to hear his take. Erica, tell just in a shorter version what you found out.
So Lisa asked me something I found out very interesting about relationships this week, and I said I was talking with a coworker, and what I didn't know is there is an actual document for common law marriage. So we could get married, we can get a marriage license, and we can be married, husband and wife, 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 husband, husband, or we can get a common law document and be, partners in common law. And so I just found that very interesting because I didn't know that existed. I didn't know there was an actual document. Now I know the concept of common law marriage, right? My grandfather actually, after divorcing my grandmother, was in a common law relationship for the duration of my life. I know that he and the woman never married, but they had been together longer than he and my grandmother had been married. So did you know that, Chef? Did you know that you could have a common law document?
Nope. Didn't even look into it. Probably won't look into it, but I'm glad you gave me that educational information. Thank you.
I mean, it is. It's good information though. Like I said, I just
I
didn't
know.
know it, right?
Yep.
So there's
No,
the
it's right.
marriage license and there's a common law document.
Which one is free?
I think
You
you
got paid
might
for
have to pay for
both.
both. I think
Yeah.
you have to pay for both.
Yeah.
But the main difference is if we get married and then decide to get divorced, like that divorce is going to cost us. Common law, I think you're just kind of dissolving, just kind of going your separate
But
ways.
what about
But
the
I got to look it up
property
again.
though too? So yes, that you're tasked with that now.
Well, yeah.
Do you have to dissolve the property when you're in common law? Like,
But I would imagine. I would
Why y'all
imagine.
why y'all trying to figure all that
no,
out?
it's just
What's the marriage
interesting.
It's just,
It's
it's just, yeah, I'm just
interesting. We
curious.
talking about
Yeah.
relations. Don't worry. When I get married, when I finally do, if I finally do, because that's a whole nother story. I don't know. That would be talking about me. We'll leave that alone. But if when I do, I don't plan on divorcing. So that's probably why.
No one
Well,
plans until the plans come
I
out.
don't know. Sometimes I've heard some stories. When I tell you, after 20 years of being a counselor, you hear things that you would not even think. People are devious. They do whatever they want to do just to get what they want to get. So,
This sounds like confessions of a counselor.
I mean, I
You
could have probably done the marriage
know.
counselor movie. Tyler, call me. Get some money. Sexy Brown said common law isn't recognized in every state. So I don't know if that
Right.
would change the new law or situation that Erica was talking about. Not sure, but that's something to think about.
is is
Well,
is ma- is marriage even important in this time, like
Is it
in this
important to you,
generation?
Chef?
No.
Wow. Okay, tell me why.
Because I don't see any I don't see when I look outside, I don't see a lot of substance. I don't see a lot of I don't feel like everybody deserves to be married. That's just
Deserves?
my yeah, deserve. I don't feel like everybody. That's honest.
Yeah, now I'm
That's
trying to
real.
find out, like, well, then how do you determine, how does one determine, not necessarily Chef, how does one determine whether you deserve to be married or not?
By actions. It talks about that in the Bible. Like, are you a servant? Are you able to put others before yourself? We can talk about great traits of being a husband or wife. I feel like there's a lot of selfish people that don't understand why. Like, you could be in a relationship with somebody and they don't even know they selfish because they've been that way that long.
So does that mean that you
And
don't
no one.
marry at all, or does that it like okay, take the Christian hat off? Does that mean you just sleep with everybody, or not you, general? Okay, I specify. But you could just sleep with everybody, do whatever because marriage doesn't is not important or is not deserving. But I can get with you because that's what guys are out here in the street doing. I can't talk about a lot of females too, but that is what's happening because marriage isn't important. Is that the reason?
every you know, we talked about being transactional last time, so I just feel like everything is on a transactional basis right now. Again, if you can run into somebody that has, you know, that substance, that value, that what you want, then fine. You know what I mean? Kudos to you. But I just I don't see it. You know, no, I don't. I'm not saying that you got to run the street and hop in everybody's bed, but you know, go to the gym, pick up a book, read. I don't know what people do in their spare time.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
just a
just
little
me
different.
personally.
The activities that you can do outside of the marriage for a Christian are a tad bit different than the ones you
But
can
no,
do.
but don't get me wrong. Being in a relationship is it can be fun if you have a person that's not routine based. I know like it's kind of hard not being in a routine, but when it comes to dating your significant other, when it comes to dating your partner, like just keeping it, you know, like I'm unpredictable. I love being unpredictable, which is a gift and a curse, but she ain't gonna be able to figure out my routine. You know, I'm coming in the door, kicking it down. What y'all doing in here? You know, I might pay guns and robbers. You know, you never know. We might play mamas and daddies one night. Let's play mamas and daddies. You know,
Okay. Chanel
you
says
want to
that
play? You know,
I feel that most people nowadays are selfishly marrying. Y'all agree with that?
I agree with that. I like that. Shout
You
out Key.
like it
Shout
or
out
you
Key.
just agree?
Yeah, she's speaking. She's speaking her truth.
Okay, but I'm asking. That's a follow up to that response. Do you like
Yeah,
that? Do you
I
like
agree.
that people are doing it, or you like that her statement, the way
But
this she said it?
but because like when I look at it, it's like people are marrying because of the security of it, not because it's it's like I want that, and it's something that I never had.
Mm.
So since I never had it, I'm gonna try it out
I don't.
without any. You know what it is? WORK. It's no work. That's what it is. People want stuff without doing the work. So let me just go ahead and let me get married. You know, it's easy just to get married, but the work involved, the maintenance that it takes, that's why I say some people are not deserving. They don't even love themselves right now.
I mean, facts
How many
about
people
that.
got a life insurance policy? How many people got a life insurance policy right now?
I don't know. I do.
Not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot of people got a life insurance policy right
I
now.
think that
So
that's just
they don't even
ignorance,
care about
though.
themselves.
A lot of people,
Just saying.
like, okay, aside, because you just brought up a whole lot of stuff. So, like, when the GoFundMe's first
I know.
started, people, that's what they did. Like, it was like, oh, they die, I'm gonna just get a GoFundMe. I'm like, now, why you didn't get that? But I can remember because I had so many people die. It wasn't honestly until my mom died, and that's only been 8 years, where I was just like, oh, no, I really got to get my butt in gear and have not just my life insurance, but have my POA, have my advance will, have all of that in order. And so if I do die, I don't want to be a burden to anybody else. And I'm not married, don't have kids, and didn't even have property at the time. And I know people who have all of that and they still don't. You're correct. But having the advance directive is just as important as having the life insurance if you die. Because I want to know who's going to be making my decisions. And if I had children, I wouldn't want to be a burden to them. But, that's also another relational topic that a lot of people don't think. We talk about that in the book. I think just having, what are you going to do in those times? Hold on, they've been having a whole conversation online, y'all. Sheila was like, but seeing what's out here, my God was true because it's slim pickings. I can be a test to that witness. Anyway, it's why I'm single. That's what Chanel says. I understand that, and Sheila said that the statement was true, and I agree with the people are selfish out there for themselves. That's what Sexy Brown said, and why I would never marry again is Sheila. And can I tell you, Sheila? This dude told me that recently, and I'm just like, can I get one? I just want one marriage. But if we're cool, and they might be on here watching right now. Hey, what's up if you're watching? But uh he doesn't want to get married. And so that's making me wonder if I want to move to something different. We get along, it's great. Great conversation, cool. And then another one who said they wanted to, because I'm single. So, uh, I'm just thinking, like I would say in the last couple of years, these are the conversations that I've had with guys. More guys, most of them don't want to get married. They don't want to get married again, or and then for somebody who's 52 and never been married, it's like, will I ever meet someone who will want the same things? Because what y'all are saying is true. Sheila says I love marriage, but I'm one and done. Understood.
It it could
So
it could be a beautiful thing. Go ahead, Erica.
I was just gonna say, Chef, you reference relationships, right? Like we're relational beings. We were created for relationship, in my opinion, first and foremost with God, and then with the other people that He has placed in our lives, right? I have a girlfriend. So, Chef, backstory. Lisa knows I'm in a crew of 8 from college. It's 8 of us. 4 of us have married. 4 of us have, is it 4 that have married? 5 of us have married. 3 have never married, right? One of the ones that was married is divorced. And I consider us young. This was a couple of years ago, right? And she said that she would probably never even date again. And I was like, we're too young for you to say that. Like my grandfather died when I was 9. My grandmother was single the rest of her life. But she was my grandmother. Like to me, she was, she was an older woman, right? If she didn't have another man again, I didn't think nothing of it. But now that I'm an older woman, the thought of in my 50s being single, having been married and being divorced or widowed or whatever, and never pursuing a relationship again, I feel like I'm too young for that. Like I've got life still, right? But some of us do make that decision, one and done. Whether the spouse passes away or they divorce, they're like, I did it. Why I got to do that again? But we're made for relationships. But maybe you get that joy of a relationship from a different type of relationship and you don't need a romantic one again.
Ooh,
I mean, my mom and my dad. So my dad died a
that's
week
kind of cool.
before my 1990. So a week before my senior year in high school, and my mom never remarried, never was in another relationship. It's kind of crazy to me because I felt like I literally had a Psalms 131. I mean, Psalms 31 woman in Proverbs 31. Sorry, Proverbs 31 woman in my household, and didn't even realize it. Like when I was younger, I knew the word, but my mom literally was a virtuous woman. She was amazing, and yet she died at 74. So that's a lot of years, a lot of decades to be single, never married, and living holy. It's hard enough to live holy now. I'm talking about for me. So I can't even imagine. And she poured into people and family, and she was just and she was a nurse, so she was a helper by nature. She was also
Mhm.
pretty empathic too. Um, so I don't know though. That I'm with you, Erica. That couldn't be my life. But guess what? It's been my life because I've been single for 52 years. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I dated, I have relationships, but
But like her mother, my mother was widowed in her 50s unexpectedly. She didn't expect you, right?
mhm.
And my mother, she went on one date. She went on one date after my father passed away, and that was it. But my mother found a lot of fulfillment in being a grandmother and still just being a mother to my sister and I. Like her life was full. Like she was good. She was happy. Was she lonely? Maybe. I'm not sure 100%. We talked about it, but we didn't talk about it. But I know that she did not desire a romance. Matter of fact, my mother's best quote to me once my father passed away is, I don't want to be in bondage again. And that's not to say something negative about my father. That's
Right,
not
we
why
talked
I'm,
about that on a
expressing
previous show.
that statement.
Hmm.
Right. We talked about it previously. But that was her concept of just being in a marriage because she married young. Remember, I shared, I come from a generation of people who, met and married like right out of high school. So she was 21 when she got married. And so she's like, I'm good. I don't, and she loved being a grandmother. She really spent her days enjoying her grandchildren and life. And she was happy. But in my mind, if that were me,
Hmm.
a widow at 55, I wouldn't want to think that I would never possibly have a relationship again because I'm thinking I'm too young. I don't know how many years I have left after that, but I don't know.
But
And I know people who get married in their 70s, 80s again, get married again in their 70s and
shoot,
80s.
at this rate, I might be 70 or 80 by the time I get my first marriage. But like when y'all Sexy Brown said, it sounds like the path that she chose, or that's the path she chose, or maybe she didn't like being married. And I was saying, that's maybe I didn't. That wasn't a topic that I spoke to my mom about a lot, because it was the norm, so it wasn't really something that was pressing. There's a lot of things, y'all. This is an aside. If you have your parents, either one, and they're still alive, and Erica could probably attest to that, ask all the questions that you don't even think that you want to ask. Ask the ones in the back of my book, 21 Days. Like, it's not just for the relationship. There's so many things that I wish that I could ask that I didn't think about then because it wasn't pressing. And now I don't have that opportunity to ever find out. So find out those things, because it's funny, not funny, but I date a lot of blue collar workers, so to speak. My dad was a mechanic, you know what I mean? And so even though I'm not looking for a specific mechanic, I've dated other guys and that have other professions too, but I'm used to seeing guys that work hard with their hands, grit, that type of thing or whatever, because that's what my dad was. He also had a heart like nobody else to feed the homeless. I can't say that I love that trait. I like helping. I've volunteered several times, but like it would really bother him to see somebody like he would, on the street or not have food or whatever. So he volunteered in our church's, kitchen or whatever to help feed them. um, so it's funny how I mean I'm still a giver. I still like helping people, but a lot of times the way that we are and the way we grow up have a lot to do with what we saw and what we experienced even in our own
Mhm.
households. And sometimes we don't even realize how much it impacts us until, you know.
Mm. Chef, you was gonna say something. What was you about to say?
Nah, I'm just inspired. It sounds like he would have been or he was a great husband, a great role model for a husband. That role.
Till they got separated.
Um, they got separated, but it just that's a nice story.
Yeah, no, I
You know,
mean, my dad was also, which I am too. I say I'm a little stubborn. Most people might say a little bit more than that. What's that supposed to be, Erica? Why you make that face? Keep your eyes in your head, friend. But no, yeah, my dad probably he was the type also that didn't like y'all know well most of y'all may know I sing. I started off doing gospel. I had opportunity to do more R&B. I sing both now as well as jazz and classical and spiritual. You're paying me, I probably would take the gig. Not all gigs are good gigs, but I sing all genres. And my dad, he probably has turned over this grave a few times because he was not playing that. He's like, no child of mine singing no secular music. You're gonna be singing gospel. And we got into a huge argument about it. And I'm like, now I'll go on any stage. I'll go to a lounge and sing about Jesus. I've done karaoke and done gospel, and people are ministered to there. So to me, it's no bounds. But
you can sing for real, or you
no, I really
just
one singing lady
let,
is
let
my
me hear something.
email. Like
Yeah, yeah, that's
you
a
can look
yeah,
me up. Look me
that's
up
a
on
resume.
YouTube. Nah,
I ain't mad. I'm right here right now though.
what you
Like I'm
want
right here
here? I
right
don't
now.
know.
Like his eyes on the sparrow.
But see, if I do
You know?
that, then that's somebody else's song. I gotta know. No, I'm
I
serious.
okay.
YouTube will stop me. So I don't know. They might even block my own stuff. I don't know.
I
But I'll do it. Hopefully they won't block me. I sing because I'm happy.
you got it. You
Eh,
got it. You got it. You ain't got to go nowhere
Okay.
else.
he
You ain't got to go
thought one singing
nowhere.
lady was just a tag name.
I mean, anybody
Look,
can put anything on their resume.
Sheila
You know what
said
I'm
So
she
I'm
saying?
can
about to
sing, and
say,
Chanel said she can sing. Thank you, ladies. Chef
I was
ain't
about to
believe
say,
Uh-uh.
me.
They
Chef,
play. They
Chef,
on
you
them lemon
cook?
drops.
You cook, right?
Not anymore. I retired.
But
I
you
got
All
cook.
his
something.
pictures
So why do you call
show that he can cook.
why do you
Yeah,
call yourself chef?
that's the title that the people gave me
Why did the people give you that title?
because they see the food on the internet.
So she's one singing lady
You
and you
can't.
chef.
I know you. I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna do
You are
that. I knew
hilarious.
you was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna
No,
do
singing
that.
is a way to
Nah,
help others. It helps me, but it also is a
mhm.
way to like relieve my stress and yeah.
I believe relationships can be fun. I do believe in marriage. I do believe in love, but I also believe that not everybody deserves to be a husband or a wife. I just as well. If I'm being honest, I don't believe everybody should be a dad or should be a mother.
No,
Check
obviously,
on that one.
obviously, there,
Definitely.
You
there's
know,
some
so
people out there that are not good parents, and to your point, there's some people that are not good husbands or not good wives. Absolutely.
and especially the ones that lives vicariously through their children. At a that's another topic though. But like it can be a beautiful thing if you got two people willing to do the work and willing to maintain what they are building and keep their eyes on the vision and on with me everything is about legacy. So the real me, not internet me, but the real life me is everything I do is about legacy. Everything I do is about who's coming behind me, my first child, second child, whatever I got going on. But I feel like there should be some structure, and if two people are willing to do the work and they have that vision, it can be so awesome. It can be beautiful, you know. So kudos to anybody that has a relationship, Mary, or whatever. You definitely out here, being a
Beating
queen.
the odds, because these odds out here.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me about
I'm determined. I don't know when, but one day I'm gonna do the podcast. I'll be like, I'm in a relationship. That's gonna be the first step, and then the next step is gonna be I'm getting married. Y'all trying to come to the wedding? It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a whole celebration,
it. Yeah,
or at least a
it's
reception. I don't know. I might skip the
yeah.
wedding and just go.
I'm gonna show up for the chicken. I want to know how much, how good the
You
chicken
might make
is.
the chicken.
I'm about to say maybe you'll be cooking it.
Sheila said, "Okay, chef." Y'all are funny.
How good the
I
chicken?
don't
How
know.
good is the chicken?
That is
And I got a suit in the back, ready.
ready in the
I
back.
got
What
this
color?
green
What
suit.
color is the suit, chef?
It's black. It came from It came from Sears back in the day.
Oh, okay.
So
Is it? Does it? Is
Look,
it?
you're right, say
Look
Jason
at. Is
City.
it? No, I just want to know because nowadays. Can I tell y'all this? We talk about relationships. This is a really good one. And we gonna stop soon, but how y'all feel about like if you date somebody and you could think about your previous before you were married, Erica, and you don't like the way they dress? Like I hate short pants on a man. Please don't wear no tailored short pants. I need them to come all the way to your
you know what
ankle.
I don't like?
What?
Don't laugh. I don't want nobody laughing. You know what I don't like? I don't like women that wear kitten heels. I feel like you're not serious about life. I feel like you're not serious about. I'm saying you wear
I wear
kitten
them
heels.
because
You are
I'm
not
I was
serious
six
about life.
one and I
You're
was
not
already
serious.
taller
You're
than the
not
guy.
serious. Wear
I was
wear some sandals or some flats,
no.
or wear some. Make your mind up. Soon as I see a woman with kitten heels, I'm like, she's confusing and she's complicated. Don't mess with her. She don't even know herself.
So make sure. So y'all, we have not met in person. I'm gonna make sure I wear kitten heels as soon as I see you, Chef. Like the heels I had today were
Please
like
do not
three.
wear
They're a block heel though because I'm not supposed to wear.
Hello.
Yep, I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna definitely. I have some, and I'm gonna wear them.
The
One of
energy
them,
is
Please do not wear no kitten heels around Chef.
I'm gonna wear
Please.
yeah, you
them.
just be
And some of
wearing
them
them
boots. This one pair of
clicking the
boots, they
clack.
kitten heels, and they like them Jones were. They were a grip too. They cost a lot of money, and yep, they kitten heels. I'm gonna make sure I wear them just for you.
Kitten heels can cost a lot of money.
Yes.
Man,
It
get the heck
depends on
out of
the
here.
brand.
I'm so irritated with
Hold
you right now.
on. Hold
I'm
on.
so
Man,
irritated with you
man
right
can't
now.
dress
You
is a
spending
turn
money
off.
for that?
Gotta have this swag and not making your mind. They're cracking up. The internet going
That's
crazy.
crazy work.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it just for you. You are a mess. I'm about to start crying. But yes, I will. Cause
Well,
this
I
the
don't
thing.
have
I
any
What's
mean,
your
kitten.
height though, Chef? What's your height?
I'm 4'11".
No, you not.
No, I'm five
I
eight.
was like, I know 4'11", but because I was 6'1" for a long period of time, I shrunk already.
You
Yeah,
was?
I shrunk already. Really.
Oh, you shrinking.
Yeah.
Honey shrunk kids. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, it does happen to some people.
Honey, I shrunk the kids.
Look,
How that happen?
it just does. Sometimes genetic. You made my phone drop. The phone fell when you said that. So look, I shrunk, and so now I'm 5'10" and a half. But a lot of guys that I meet, and I think I've shared this too. I want you to look at my face, like look at my eyes, not my friends. So, and having like the smaller the heel, like you want a little raise, or sometimes the shoes are cute. Those boots are bad though. I think I showed you. They're white. Those
I
are dope.
like.
But
I don't have a problem with a tall woman. She can
But I
just wear
made my
just make
mind up.
she
It's
can
on
wear heels.
purpose. I don't want to be taller than the guy. I've done that before. Like I did that before, and I'm like, we looking like Tony and Arnold, and I don't want to. I mean, Tony and Danny,
You know
Tony
you know what the problem
or
is?
Arnold and
All
Danny.
the 6'5", all the 6'5", 6'6", 6'4s, they all want short women, and they leave us men, me, my height, to deal with the 6'2", 6'3", 6'1" women. You see, so but ain't I mean, if you real, like ain't nobody tripping off that. I'm just saying, make your mind up with what shoe you want to wear. Not a kitten heel. Either you gonna go with a heel or a flat or a boot or a shoe. Just you know what I'm saying. Make your mind up. I don't mind if a woman put on 3 inch four like, and she just 6'3". I don't mind that. I'm still comfortable.
Oh my gosh, I don't like it though. Look, so wait, y'all gotta watch this. Chanel said Lisa was the first younger woman that I saw with kitten heels. And then my friend, I don't know if you know James Knox from Union, Erica. This is
Uh-huh.
he said my wife love my uptown fits, but she still changed a brother up. So we were talking about change or not liking.
Yeah.
And then I said my mind is made up. But yes, I do wear them. I wear all types, but I also wear my Tims. I do have some 3.5, 4 inch heels, and I got like 2 inch, and I have 1 inch, and I have flats. I don't care about nobody else. Like I still can dress, but it depends on how I feel. I've had sick boots that made me 6'5". And then the guy's like,
Have,
I don't know,
so, so
5'10".
have you ever dated? Whoa, she not even 5'10". But look, have you ever dated
No
somebody
pun
that thought they could
intended.
dress and they really couldn't?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, Chanel. And she said, "Where my kittens, girl?" Y'all cracking me up.
Uh,
Yes, I have, and like I like I can deal with plaid sometimes, but I don't want that to be your only button-down shirt. No. Not me. I'm talking about guys that wear like plaid like all the time. Like
Plaid. Where you finding these?
ah!
Yeah.
Oh
what
That's the
is
problem.
my
this?
god.
That's the problem right there. That's why you're not.
It
That's
wasn't
why the
somebody I was
relationship not
with. It's
lasting
not a
because
relationship. It's just guys that were trying to
you wearing
holler.
plaid.
And or like why are you like super slender, skinny, and you got like a 4X shirt on and you a guy?
Where you meeting your men at? Like
Everywhere,
14 and 2?
everywhere.
What
It's
store?
just, it
Okay.
don't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you. So guys are attracted. Well, a lot of guys are tall. They're attracted to a taller woman. So it's not that I don't meet anybody. It's just nobody that I want to be in any relationship with.
Wow.
Oh gosh, Chef, you have. Let me see what these people are saying. Whew, oh, you did it successfully. Thank you,
Oh
Chanel.
my
I need
god.
swag in the fit and walk. Absolutely. Oh, y'all, one last thing. So I have a higher or a larger upper part than bottom part. I don't really dig guys that got a big butt. Like I need your butt to be promoted.
Plaid shirts and that's crazy. That's crazy.
If your butt do more than my whole body, whoa. This is it's just this is just generalities, y'all. Generalities. Oh my gosh, that walk is everything. It really is. It's nothing like a walk. A man that can walk. And their shoes. Please have your shoes clean. Oh, don't want no dirty shoes.
I feel like that should be a separate session where we could just go through and just hear more of this story about
I don't have a
the
person
accident.
like that. It's not a real life person. It's people that have tried to talk to me or date me like that.
I felt like when you said pledge, I felt like you was talking about like nephew Tommy or something
No,
like that.
I love Never
Just
Tell Me
that
he's
type shit.
funny.
Yeah, but I mean, how you describe it to
No,
me,
not an actual I told you before, everything I say is not about me personally, but sometimes people, yes, there have been, like I said, short pants. I don't like them. Y'all, do you like them, Erica?
I'm well, it's not that I like them per se. It's style now. It's different. Like,
what
Mm-mm.
kind of short
The
pants? Like
ones
Daisy Dukes or
no,
something?
the ones that like about an inch above your ankle or
it's not
two
necessarily
inches,
my preference
and
with
you
style, but I know
6'5".
that well, though you and I don't have the same problems. So,
No,
Chef,
I'm
I'm
talking about
five
the
one and a half.
guy that is 6'5" wearing
Oh,
that.
I thought you were talking
Oh, so
about
you
your
don't like
height
men
versus
that
my
wear
height.
capris?
No, you know what? You can
Wait,
wear
wait a
you
minute.
can wear
Wait a
short
minute. Wait,
You don't
ish
like?
or
Oh, you don't like
capris,
wait.
men
but
that wear
no,
capris?
I'm talking about
Okay,
literally the short pants. And then your G, like, so they make pixie pants for us. Some of my G's, they're supposed to stop. Like, but for a female, it's different than the male. I'm just
Yeah, the
saying.
fact him saying a
She'd have
man
said
wearing
no short
capris, that's not
pants.
working for me
No,
right
I
now.
agree. No
hey,
short.
I got a request for all my women because she bugging right now. I got a request for all my women. Can we please bring back the gachos around the house? Do y'all remember the gachos?
Why are we bringing those
Right.
back
The
around the
answer is
house?
We need
no.
sundresses and gachos. We need
Well,
that.
you do
We need
that,
that.
and then I'm gonna need you to put on
Next,
some kitten
next,
heels with it. Just kidding.
Do you see his
I
no,
did.
no. Relationship will be over immediately.
face? A wrap. Y'all are breaking up, Lisa.
Oh my gosh. This was
No, we are not
hilarious,
tolerating
y'all.
that. We are
Oh
not
my
tolerating
goodness.
that at all.
Okay.
But can I just say this real quick? Can I just
Yeah.
say this? The way you all are talking about attire and how that will ruin it all for you, for me, it can be hair. It can absolutely be
What, too
hair.
much or
I
too
can,
little?
it's just certain hairstyles I'm not okay with. And so a person could be attractive to me if their hair is one
Hmm.
way, and if that exact person has a different kind of hairstyle, I won't even pay them no attention. For example, Lisa, your friend in college, I would not have looked his way in college. As you know him, I would not have looked his way. But when I met
It was
him, he
different.
looked different.
Oh, okay.
He had the bald head, and I was good with that. That
Nephew Tommy.
hairstyle he had in college, I wouldn't. And I told him that. He knows that. He knows that.
All right, y'all.
And
Oh, hold on.
so hair for me, hair does
Hair,
it.
hair
Y'all
does it.
talk because my phone is about to die.
If 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 a woman had a different hairstyle, that's just like I don't know. Maybe she
Oh my
catfishing a little bit, just a little bit.
I mean, we women, you got women who like
Is
weaves,
that the double
braids,
standard? Yeah.
natural, relaxed, like. But
But
men,
Erica,
huh?
Erica, would
What?
that be a double standard? If you meet
What?
a guy one day and he got waves, and then you meet him the next week he got locks, like
Can
is
we
that like
talk
a double
about it
standard?
first?
'Cause
For
So wait a minute.
conversation. No, because guys, before I had natural hair, there are
it
guys
made the
they would be
units.
mad
It made
about that,
units.
and they would be like, "I'll pay for you to get your hair done if I want. I'm not my hair. If I wanted it to still to grow, and I wanted to stay have relaxer, then I woulda. So feel how you feel. I'm gonna do what I want to do, but I'll tell you first. And I'm
I
sorry, y'all.
just
I
feel
had to
like
get
you
off
gotta have
camera
a
for a little
face.
bit because the it was
You
about to
gotta have
die.
a face for that stuff.
For what?
You
The
can't
face
just
for certain
yeah.
styles.
You can't just have yeah. You can't just do anything. You gotta
I mean,
have a
that's my
face
point.
for
I mean, a person
yeah.
can look one way with one style and one way with another, and that will totally just ruin
But
it for me.
Erica, I want to know something.
No.
What?
If you meet a guy and he has waves one week,
Which
and
I
then the
like,
next
little
week,
low cut. Hmm.
okay, clean cut guy. But if he got dreads the second week you see him,
So he added in some
You would
fake
yeah,
had
hair.
to.
he just threw something in. He just threw something in. Is that like a double standard?
Is
No.
it a double standard
Oh my
Yeah,
that
gosh.
I'm not attracted to his hair that way?
yeah, that way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it's hair though, right?
No. If you
Women
come and
do
I
it.
meet you, you got
Women
a
have
Gumby
weave.
today, a Gumby haircut today, you can keep walking. Unless you plan
And
on
that,
cutting your
exactly,
hair off.
that's my point. If you walking around here
Why?
with a Gumby,
If you got a
Why?
shag and
Why?
you're a guy, especially,
if you have a tail, a rat
yes,
tail,
and it's braided, it's specifically
A rat tail with a plaid
If
is
you
crazy.
walking
If you got a
around,
jury
matter of fact,
curl,
I can give it, and that's what I was about to say. I can give another
we
perfect
not in.
Ain't
example. I'm
nobody out
sorry.
here wearing no jerry curls now. Come on. Nobody's wearing jerry curls in 2025. I mean, come on.
Oh no,
It's
but
some people
y'all,
out here with some Jerry curls,
look,
and
There's
I'm not
nobody with
talking
a
to
jerry
them.
curl. You
I'm not
we gotta
talking to
continue this
them.
another day because they gonna end up taking
nobody
us
is
off.
wearing the jerry curl in
Oh
2025.
my
Come on.
gosh,
Ain't nobody wearing no
y'all,
jerry
say your last word, Chef, because we gotta get off of here because we about to end our
curl. Yo,
time.
yo, listen. As I'm asking for a request for next year. I'm not even asking for Christmas. Bring back the gachos and the sundresses, cause I ain't get to see the sundresses out there this summer like I should have seen. So gachos in the house. Forget the moo-moos.
He
Nobody
said,
wear
"Gotcha
those no more.
in
Okay,
the house."
y'all heard
Yeah,
Chef's
yeah. Nothing
request.
happened.
That I guess that's his part of words.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen, but maybe somebody, maybe your girl, you're gonna meet a girl and she'll do that for you. And you can wear yours and she can wear hers and then you get to see what you want to see.
Don't wear gachos. See, that's the problem. You don't know how to pick your man. If a man you talking to wearing gachos, you shouldn't be. You got a man wearing plaid shirts,
I
capri's, rat
do not.
tails, jerry curls. Like that is a
Lisa does
violation of the
not.
gentleman.
Somebody else does.
Men
Okay,
don't wear
Erica,
gachos.
forget Chef. What's your party words for the day?
My parting words is in all our relationships, romantic and not. Um, I don't know. I don't know, Lisa, because I'm thinking about everything we talked about, right? Like getting closure, being ghosted, people looking crazy, changing the way they look. I don't know. It's a lot to take in. I don't have no parting words. I just got to think about all
You
that.
should have had your wine with you. You would have came up with something better.
I finished it.
Oh my
I
gosh. Y'all
finished it.
gonna anyway, nope, I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, y'all,
Mm-mm.
thank you so much for joining us. The conversation was hilarious. We appreciate it. Chanel was like, what is that about? I don't know. We don't know what Chef is talking about. But this
Yeah,
is a
I'm
hilarious
stuck on
show. I appreciate that. Y'all hold on. Everybody else, thank you so much for joining. We'll be back. We're gonna work out. I don't know why it's been. I promise you, it's never been these many technical difficulties, but we're gonna work it out. And so y'all tell somebody else to join us the next time. We appreciate you all. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe to youtube.com slash one singing lady, spell it out. I see my VU brother up on here. Love you too. Love you too. James. It's hard to call you that because we have our nickname from college. We went to high school and college together. But I appreciate you all, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. All right. So y'all have a good one. Thank you very much. All right. Then y'all hold on. That was funny. That was a funny show.
I'm really stuck on Gaucho's chef.